Resiliency means to me pushing through things, not giving up.
Trying your best, even when times are rough.
Finding different ways to get around obstacles.
It means pushing through everything no matter what's going on.
To me, resiliency means the ability to overcome a hard time or a challenge that you face and adapt.
I cope with crises like a pandemic by communicating. So I find it very important to talk to people about my feelings.
I cope with a crisis like the pandemic because I play a lot of baseball and I also found a passion for working out and lifting weights. I found that to kind of take my mind off things.
To not get bored and to keep myself busy. That really helps to cope with different crises such as the pandemic.
The pandemic is something that none of us have been through. So coping is kind of like realizing that everybody else is in the exact same boat you are.
The way that I adapted was really to start teaching in a way that engaged my students more and kept them wanting to come back.
In order to adapt to a situation like this pandemic and COVID, I've just been trying to be really flexible.
For my family, we've just started new routines. So, for example, we love going to the movies, and we haven't gone to the theater in over a year. So Saturday nights became movie nights. And so we'll find a new recipe online and go out, buy all of the ingredients and do our best to make a wonderful new meal and enjoy a movie. And
just doing everything to the best of my ability. I use soccer to also adapt to the use of masks.
Just kind of staying in my own lane and doing my own thing.
It got way easier. I got here, got to see some of my old friends,
I really learned that it's okay to say no and to say that you're overwhelmed for our students as well as myself, and encouraging my students to know when they need a break. Also, a willingness to take risks and be okay if I fail at something.
I definitely learned to appreciate what I have in the moment. I mean, it's been very obvious this year that things can be taken away from us. Our comfort zones can be taken away from us. Our jobs and our money and our security, our toilet paper, anything can really just be taken away from you.
I think one of the biggest lessons I've learned from the pandemic is that you have to take care of yourself. You can't serve from an empty vessel. If you yourself are struggling and are being weighed down by stress, you can't help people around you that need help as well.
You cannot help anybody else out until you take care of yourself. And so I think the pandemic has taught me personally to make sure that I have outlets and not try to just do everything and get stressed out, because then you're not helping anybody else around you. You don't know if a student came into school and their grandmother just died from the coronavirus or other life issues happened. And so you look at a student and you go, how can I help you not just become a smart kid, but how can I help you grow as a person?
You never know when something will change. If I didn't have the pandemic, I feel like I would be much less resilient and it would make me much less of who I am now.
I personally got COVID and my dad got COVID and he was in the hospital very sick. So I learned that, not to just walk around without a mask, because this is serious.
The hug with your grandparents or a visit with your friends and family, it's more than we used to take it in as. Now I'm able to cherish those moments